I did my first Uber shop and pay. I got this order here on DoorDash. First, I declined an order. It was the same price, but it was going like an additional 4 kilometers or 3 kilometers. I'm like, nope. So then I got this one and I was like, do I want it? Do I not want it? I took it. I was right next to Mr. Puffs. I dropped it off. I've dropped off an order to her many times before. First, when I got there, there's like a work truck that's there, like a work minivan. And the sliding door is wide open, like completely wide open. So when she opened the door, I asked her, like, do you know who that belongs to? She's like, no, most likely someone upstairs. I'm like, oh, because the sliding door is wide open. She's like, oh, okay. Didn't really seem to care. But on her door, so there's this exercise equipment that I have at home, and it's for a specific program. Like, it was sold for a specific workout program. And when I saw it, I was like, is that a control track? And she's like, yeah. You know it? I'm like, yeah. So then she's like, oh, so you know what it's for? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay, because I'm a coach. I'm like, oh, me too. But yet she was ordering Mr. Puff's desserts and a pack of 30. So that was pretty funny. Now, for those that don't know what that is, I am an online fitness partner. So I help my clients that are on their fitness journey, on their nutrition journey, on their just overall wellness journey, stick to it. So, we sit down, we figure out what their goals are, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, how do they need my support. We figure out what nutrition program that they can go on, what type of workouts do they like to do if they are working out. And then I help them throughout their entire journey. She does the same thing. So it's always really funny whenever I see partners or coaches or whatever ordering that kind of stuff, because I'm like, I get it. We're human. We eat things that maybe we shouldn't be eating as well. Baton Rouge. Do you see that order? I accepted that super quick. And I was right next to Baton Rouge, so I picked it up. Both orders were ready. First customer was 10 minutes away. The other customer was not even a minute away from that customer, which was perfect. I delivered to someone that was born in 1995, and I swear I felt so old. I was like, 1995, but really that's not that old when I really think about it. But I felt old. But it's really not that much younger than me, but really. So now I'm coming back to the top of Oldroy, which is close to where I live, and we'll see if I get any orders, or if not, I'm just gonna go home because it's 9:15 right now. But that double order definitely helped out with the earnings for tonight.
The next day.
This is what my car looks like. Oh my gosh. Let's try to get in here. I always clear around the doors. My God, this thing's a mountain. Look how high it is. Happy Saturday. It is March 4th and it is now 8:47. As you saw, the car was full of snow. So I came out earlier to clear it off, and now I'm going to head out. Instacart has a promo today, $125 for 6 batches. Let's see if we get it done. DoorDash has a peak pay of $5 until 11 o'clock. What? So let's see what happens there. I don't have a shift with Skip until later on. And Uber will, they have the 8 for 4 and then 2 for 4 afterwards. So let's see how much money we can make today. My goal for today is at least $320. Fingers crossed we could get that done. It's a snowstorm. There are promos. So let's see if we can get that done. Yay. Let's start shopping. Okay, let's review the items. Not too bad. All right, let's go get the bagels now.
Make a left turn, then pick up on the right.
Scan. Perfect. Put in 2, but then we check the date. Found up here.
Make a left turn, then pick up on the right.
Okay, let's get the Q-tips. 400 piece right here. Incorrect item. One-time cotton swab. That is the correct item. Let's get butter. It is over here. Let's get the milk. Child 2%.
Make a right turn.
April 10th. Eee, that's my birthday. Always get the milk in the back. Let's go get this Delicio pizza. Look at where it was. Back here. Yes. Let's get 2. Not it. This is the regular one. This is the stuffed one. So the first one in the list was not stuffed. My goodness. Here we go. And Coca-Cola. Interesting, I don't have to scan the Coca-Cola. Check out. Are you using your Plus card today? Obviously. Ooh, they give me the pin. To approve. Photo. And let's go deliver. I did my first Uber shop and pay. So, in my opinion, it was worth it. It took me about 7 minutes to shop everything. The app seems pretty straightforward. Once you accept the order, you can look at the items before you actually start the shop. So let's say if it was like a whole bunch of cases of water, maybe I wouldn't have taken it. Like, you know, like let's say you zoom into the map and you're like, oh, this is Apartmentville, like where a lot of apartments are. And then you look at the items and it's all cases of water and you know there's no elevator, then maybe you can cancel it before you actually start the shop. I like that you can scan the items. It shows you what it is. There were a few bugs where there were a few times where I would scan something and it would tell me that it's not the right item, like the Q-tips, but yet it was the right item. So that's the only part that's like, ugh, why is this happening? But other than that, pretty straightforward. For some reason, I didn't have to scan the Coke, but yet I had to scan everything else. And yeah, they give you a pin at the end. Oh my gosh, Uber is busy. This is a problem with snowstorms. There's nowhere to walk. Oh boy. Like, I don't know what I'm walking on. Great. Did you see the base pay on that order? $13? So that means the customer tipped what, $4? Oh my gosh. Anyways, dropped off. But what is this trip radar business? What's new? Keep an eye out for trip radar when you're not on a trip. Review options. Tap to select. Wait for a match. Interesting. I have trip radar now? What? Okay. I guess we'll see how that goes with the trip radars. I don't know. I kept getting dings like, oh, an order came in. And I was like, since when are they telling me like this, that an order came in? And it was a trip radar. So we'll see if there's going to be any good orders on there. I got this order here to go to Starbucks, so I was like, I might as well take it. I get there and they're like, yeah, I'm just waiting for the drinks and stuff. I'm like, no, I just have a sandwich. She's like, oh, okay, it's this one. The customer, I guess, ordered 2 different orders, but the big one, she's like, no driver's assigned to it. I guess they didn't tip well. And I got this Instacart order to go to Costco. It's a small items, like 7 items or something. So I'm going to pick that up and get to the customer quickly. And that would be number 1 of my quest for today, or promo, I guess, if it's Instacart jargon. I had to get one of these because the customer kept adding stuff. So now this is too full. Well, I don't know if we're going to hit the promo today, just because as I was doing that really quick 7-unit order, I got an add-on and I saw the add-on and I was like, whoa, this is a good price. And it's because the customer tipped $30. Now, mind you, for the promo, the fact that I have an additional order that came in doesn't mean that now I'm at 2. I'm still at 1 because they count both of them as 1. So I knew that this wasn't going towards the promo, but it was 40 something additional dollars. I was like, I'm not going to say no to that just because I'm trying to get a promo. So I got it done. It was so funny because after I sent the customer the message that I started her shop, now's a good time to add anything if she'd like. That's when she added things. And I was like, oh my goodness, there were so many things. I didn't plan for it. So I had to go get that like orange push cart thingy, whatever. I was like, okay. And then at one point, like, I was at the front of the store and then like she added something from the back and I was like, oh, let me leave it here. And then I left it and like I took off my jacket because I learned this time, like I'm really hot in this jacket because it's a really good jacket, but it's not the greatest when you're doing Instacart. However, it's snowing and cold outside. So I took off my jacket, but I have my keys, my wallet, everything in my jacket. So whenever I would leave the cart, I was like, oh my gosh, my jacket. So then I had to remember to go back, grab my jacket and walk around with my jacket whenever I had to go pick things up because I didn't want to push and pull the carts at the same time while, oh my God, it was so crazy. But got that done. I got the first order dropped off and now I am dropping off the second order. The customer was amazing. So she's a fellow Instacart shopper and a DoorDash driver as well. I told her to find me on YouTube because like we started talking about acceptance rate and the fact that it doesn't matter, and she's a homeschooling mom too, so like we understood each other. It was just awesome. So now I'm coming back into my area and let me see if I can get something, and if not, I'm gonna go home because I still didn't eat yet. So I'm gonna most likely go home and eat. I told myself I was not going to go to McDonald's for a while, but this came in and I was like, yeah, I'm going to take it. That's a good order to go to McDonald's. So I took it. I had to wait maybe like 4 minutes and I dropped it off. I really feel bad for the first customer though, because he's like, did they remake it? And I'm like, I don't know. Why? What happened? He goes, I ordered it since 12:30. I think I dropped it off at like 2 something. So he said he opened it and he felt it. He's like, so I'm like, sorry. It's not on me, but whatever. Then after that, I went and did a corner shop order at the pharmacy. Took a while, but whatever. Got that done. Then I went home and now I'm back out. I just did another Uber Shop and Pay. Like, what? They're like super popular now. So I did that, dropped it off. The customer did not clear off their steps. The joys of delivering the day of a snowstorm. So as you can see, I had to like make my way through, dropped it off. The only thing I don't like with Uber Eats versus Corner Shop is that Corner Shop, you had bags. Uber Eats, you don't have bags. Today, I used one of my Corner Shop bags for the customer because I knew that I had extra from when I ordered Corner Shop for myself. But now I think my inventory is like even, so I can't do that anymore. But whatever. And now I'm at Souvlaki Bar coming to pick up this order. It's been busy, which I like. I'm happy about that. And the amounts are like really good, so I'm happy. I don't know how much we're at for the day because I took a really long break at home, but we're still making money. So let's go. This is what I'm talking about. You can go, you see where it says 10 items, click on details so you can see the items. So let's say if this was like cases of water, then you can just like cancel it. Oh, one thing with the Uber Shop and Pay. So I had a situation where the ketchup wasn't in stock and I went to item unavailable and it showed me substitution, but it didn't show me the one that like made sense. Like it was showing me spaghetti sauce and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, no. So I wanted the larger Heinz, but it was more expensive. And I remember everyone saying that if it's more expensive, it won't pass. It went through. All right, let's go to Blue Stand. I don't see an order on the counter though. I don't think it's ready. Let's see. As I was leaving the restaurant, I got the skip order and I was like, ooh, this is a good skip order. So I accepted it because I was like, oh, I'll just be like 3 minutes off. So now I'm dropping it off. And let's see what else we can get done tonight. That is it for me tonight. Ended off with a canceled order with McDonald's with Uber Eats. Now, when I saw it come in and I saw that it was like $18, I was like, something's wrong with this order. But I didn't want to just decline it when potentially the order was totally fine. So I accepted it. I went. They're like, yeah, our system's like shut down. We're done. So I was like, okay, contact Uber. I think I got like a new rep or something because like she gave me the script exactly the way it's supposed to be. And she's like, okay, let me look into see what the procedure is. And then she's like, okay, I need to do an outbound call to the restaurant because they were supposed to be open until 9:20. And I'm like, oh my gosh, all of this for $3. So I got the $3. She canceled it. I saw 2 other Uber drivers come to the window while I was on the phone with Uber. And they got told the same thing. It's like, people just cancel the order instead of contacting Uber. But when you cancel it, it just gets pushed out to another driver. So the best thing to do is to contact Uber. Yes, it takes some time. It took me maybe like 5 minutes, but I got $3 out of it. And I'm avoiding another driver driving over there for nothing when I was already there. Like I was right next to the McDonald's when the order came in. So I didn't mind going through the whole process. I was very happy to try out the shop and pays with Uber today. They were not too bad. I have noticed though that the scan for the items doesn't always work. Like I would scan it, it would say it's not the right item, but yet it is the right item. So then it's like making me like second guess myself, but I look at it and I'm like, nope, it is the right item. So that's the only thing that's a little tricky. They really need to work on that part. But other than that, it seems to go pretty smoothly. And I was able to do a substitution today for an item that was more expensive. Granted, it was only like $3 more. Maybe that's why it went through, but I'm happy with it so far. I just don't like the pay. They pay a lot less than Corner Shop was paying, but whatever. We'll get used to it. It's not in our control. There's nothing we can do about it. The only thing we can do is make the decision that we need to make sure that we're being as profitable as possible when we're out there in our cars. So hopefully you enjoyed this video tonight. Give it a like if you did, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.